Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, joining you live for your weekly tarot reading on Woo Woo Wednesday, and it just happens to be Halloween. So I came appropriately dressed with my unicorn horn. Say hello if you are watching live. I am so excited to join you on Halloween. This is one of my favorite times of year, and I always honor this time to think about past loved ones. So use this time not to eat a shitload of candy, but to honor those that have gone before you. That's exactly what Halloween is all about. You know, Halloween is that transition from the fall into the winter. So it's all about letting go of like the past and the old. We're shedding old ways of being, we're shedding old beliefs, we're letting it all go. So this is really a time to honor how far you've come along your journey, and to embrace the darkness, to know that without it, we couldn't be the light and we couldn't shine. So with that being said, I want you to take a moment to just reflect over how far you've come this year. What is it that you've done for yourself? And what is currently leaving your life? What is making its way out of your life so that we can prepare for a brand new chapter? Okay, say hello if you're watching. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Bethany, Brandy, Jenny. So good to see you guys. Hey, Jocelyn. Okay, yay, Sarah. Okay, guys, I'm super excited. It's Halloween. I want to know, what are you dressing up as today? Hey, Isa. All right, let's see. 2 comments. Here we go. Hey, pretty lady. I was going to say, let me just make sure my comments are coming through. Awesome. So before we get started, I'm going to just show you that I'll be using the Archangel Power Tarot deck from Doreen Virtue. I just had one of the most powerful tarot readings that I have done. I mean, they're all very powerful, so it's hard to say, but I just got off an amazing call with someone up in Canada, and this deck is like on fire today. So I just feel like it seemed like I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. I love this deck. Okay, any questions, thoughts, ideas that are coming to you, be sure to pay attention to those gentle nudges, your own vision, your own inner voice. Listen to what comes up for you as I go through this reading. All right, here we go. I'm going to shuffle with the intention that we all receive the message that we, whoa, that's a lot of cards, that we all receive the message we need most for today. I'm telling you, this deck is on fire, guys. So, okay. Whew. And also, if you have any past loved ones that you're missing at this time in your life, know that they're not gone. You can always reach out to them. You can always communicate from the other side. You just have to pay attention to the subtle signs and synchronicities that they send you. For example, my biological father, who passed away in 2008, every year on his birthday, I go and play pool. He was like a champion pool player. So I go and play pool, and on his birthday, I asked him, hey, can you show me a sign to let me know that you're with me? And that night, I went to go play pool, and I looked up right above the pool table, and there was a balloon that said happy birthday on it. So it was a very clear sign from the universe that my dad was with me, or rather from my dad, right? So if you have a past loved one that you're missing, now's a great time to communicate with them. It's much easier at this time. So ask for a sign, ask for for them to play your favorite song, or to show you, or bring you their favorite food, or whatever is meaningful for you, something that you know would represent their energy and their spirit. Okay, I'm shuffling for the last card for this week, and then also I just wanted to address a conversation that I was having in Instagram earlier with New River Co. You were talking to me about mushrooms. I never thought mushrooms could be like a spiritual tool, and you'd only tried cannabis a few times for that. Well, what I have learned, you guys are going to be like, I'm about to like go all science class on you. What I have learned to be extremely fascinating, this was after I took the mushrooms, but my soul was like, do the mushrooms. And it was during that experience that I realized I'm not this body. And I saw a picture of myself and I said, who is that? That's not me. I don't eat animals. I don't do this, that, and that. I listed all these things, even though I wasn't doing them at the time. It was like my soul saw that clear, perfect vision while on mushrooms. But here's what's fascinating about them. When trees die, when they're when the tree is about to die, they take all of their knowledge and all of their wisdom and they send it down through their roots to the other smaller trees so that it can pass on its knowledge, right? I know this sounds crazy, but there's this TED Talk, this is science, it was measured, and I don't know how, but I'm just relaying the message. So the trees send all of their wisdom down through their roots, through the mycelia, which is where mushrooms grow from, and into the other trees so that it passes on its wisdom. But here's where it got me. The trees send their wisdom, nature's wisdom, through the mycelia, which are the mushrooms, which is the substrate that covers our entire earth, right? And it's in the mushrooms that contains all the knowledge. There's a book called The Food of the Gods, and it's all about how the bonobo monkeys ate these psilocybin-filled mushrooms, and it expanded their consciousness, and now we're on this evolutionary path. So the mushrooms contain the wisdom because the trees send it down through the mycelia when they are about to die. I'm so excited to begin again. Hey, Julia. Hey, Aubrey. So interesting. Thanks for sharing. I'm interested to learn more about this. Wow. I'm so glad that you're here live because that was way too long of a message for me to type back. So I just thought, hey, I'll throw it out there on Woo Woo Wednesday. Hey, Marissa. Okay, I've got my 3 cards. I've said hello to everyone. It's freaking Halloween. What are you guys dressing up as? Leave it in the comments below. I would love to know. Are you doing anything? Are you celebrating this holiday? Let's go, witches. Okay, the first card that comes up is number 11, Strength. And I also want to point out that this card is actually the cover of the deck. So this to me is a really powerful sign that you have the inner strength that it takes in order to move through this crazy life, right? It says strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. So this is a card that says to forgive yourself, to be kind and gentle and easy with yourself as you're moving through this transition and through this struggle, because you're moving into a new chapter. So of course there's going to be a little bit of struggling whenever you're letting go of the old or whenever something's coming to a close. With this being in the past position, it's showing me that this is already over, that you don't have to worry about repeating the same mistakes of the past, that you now have the inner strength to put a stop to that cycle. How many of you guys can relate to that? I have a feeling that there's a lot of you on that one. I am just wearing my Halloween dress and giving some candy to kids and just spending quality time with my boyfriend, his mom, and my dog Loki. That's amazing. I love it. Okay, so what else? Self-confidence comes up. This is a card that reminds you that true strength is inner strength, and that strength comes from your heart, not from your muscles, right? So the more we can be kind and courageous and vulnerable, the stronger we are in a spiritual sense. Maybe not at the gym, but in a spiritual sense. The more you can open your heart and keep it open despite being, there being painful experiences in our life, then that is showing true strength. And it's also, this card is about subduing your emotions, like being able to be spiritually mature enough to handle when your emotions come up, so that you don't allow these energy and emotion, we don't allow the emotions to take over and knock us off our place of peace. So 11 is also a very powerful number of manifestation, so keep your thoughts positive. Okay, let's keep going. What else do you guys have? I am on the path of forgiving myself and I feel peaceful. I love it. Julia, you are having so much success inside Shine School right now. I love watching you grow and shine. It's incredible. Need to end a cycle. I have been stuck in and start new, already noticing that it's happening. Yes. How many of you feel like you're right now in a space where you are at the end of a chapter. You're looking for some closure and ready to start completely fresh. I mean, I know I feel that way. And it's finally happening over here. It's finally, like, you can see my house is coming together. We're starting to get things done. Now, you know, we're dealing with some roof leaks that from a new building, and just small things like that. So it's interesting to notice, like, the things that pop up in our reality when we're going through changes that are kind of like little tests. Like, will this take you away from your center of peace, or will you be able to keep your emotions in check and move through this change? All right, let's see what the next card is for today. The Eight of Ariel comes up. This is a card of learning and getting more education towards that thing that you're interested in, that you're passionate about. It says to take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect, and consider getting additional education or training. So this is saying keep going after what it is that you're passionate about. Keep putting in the hard work, and be proud of what you're doing. So many of us like criticize and nitpick, and we go all perfectionist on our ass, like when we create something or when we put our work out into the world. But the more we criticize it, the more we judge it, and the more like we, you know, pick it apart, like the less magical it is, and the less spirit that you pour into it. And it's harder for the people that want what you have to be attracted to it, because your energy is saying, I hate this, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I don't even like the work that I did. So this is just saying, hey, be really proud of the work that you're doing. You're dedicating your life to doing the work that you're doing. So take pride in that. Also, it says practice makes perfect. So remember that with all things, you were a beginner at one point. So if you're looking to try something new, but you're afraid, like, oh, I'm not very good, I don't know what to do, like, practice makes perfect. So keep going. Like, you think my first haircut looked good, guys? You think my first psychic reading was like on point? I mean, it was a hot mess. So with everything, you really have to practice and put in the effort. When I started photography, I heard this great saying that totally I took into all my businesses. Woo! And it said, if you want to be a great photographer, then take 10,000 photos. And that puts it into perspective. Like, if you want to be good at something, you just have to do it a lot. So what is it that you want to be good at, and how can you dedicate more of your time to training and learning new skills in that area? What is that for you? What are you guys wanting to learn more about or get new skills in? Bridget says, timely, I'm in the forgiveness process in Shine School. I love it. Yeah, forgiveness is a big theme right now, so it does seem really appropriate that the forgiveness module would be released right now during Shine School. So let's see. Yes, definitely. Yes, very. I'm in a very depressed space. Clarissa, depression to me is repression. So what is it that you're pushing down? What is it that you're ignoring? What is it that you're not giving soulful attention to? Clarissa says, ready for a big shift. Amen. I had such a great emotional release yesterday. Oh yeah, it's raining here in Texas, which never happens. So I feel like it's time for a big purge and cleanse. Yes, I just laid off from my day job and trying to figure out what to do next. Lots of emotions and triggers of self-worth. They did you a favor, Aubrey, by laying you off, because I have a feeling that you would stay even if you were miserable. So be thankful that they just cut the cord so that you could go find what really does light up your soul. Okay, what else? So true, needed to hear that. Clearing out the old, and blessings are flooding in, channeling in order to help heal others. I love it, guys. Okay, so we have one final card for the week. Are you guys loving this message? Does it relate to you? How does it show up in your life? And if you know someone who would love this magical message, then feel free to tag them in the comments below, or share this on your wall or whatever. I don't know. Spread the good vibes, guys. Okay, the last card that came up, we have two major arcana cards, guys, is number 8, the Justice card. This is the card of Libra, which I know we're in Scorpio season, so we'll give Scorpio their time to shine. But it says, fight for justice and equality, rulings made in your favor, and don't give up. So a couple of things come up when this card shows itself. One, it is saying stand firm in your beliefs. Even if you're the only unicorn standing, be the one that has the courage to face society and say, you know what, this may work for you, but it doesn't work for me. Because a lot of us light workers and empaths are starting to finally be like, this is so out of alignment. I just can't fake it anymore. So this is saying fight for justice and fight for equality. You are not alone in this journey, and the world definitely needs your voice. So keep standing up for what you believe in and stay passionate towards the, you know, for me, like I am completely plant-based, and I'm all about like keeping the earth, you know, like restoring the earth and like taking less resources from it than, or like giving back the resources that we take from it. So I think, you know, whatever it is you're passionate about, like I also am really passionate about planting trees. So, you know, what is that thing you're so passionate about? Like the trees can't speak for themselves, okay? So somebody's got to stand up and fight for justice. So what is that you know, inspires you to fight for justice in your life? This also is a card saying that if you're in a legal settlement, if you're waiting on a contract or anything like that, that this will have positive results in your favor. So don't give up. Keep believing for the best, right? So many times when like the fate, what seems like the fate of our life is dangling by someone else's decision based on paperwork, we can, you know, start to lose faith and our ego can get a little bit loud. So just trust and have that super strong faith and belief that everything will work out for the highest good of all involved. Hey Vala, hey Anne. I'm glad I caught you live at the bus stop waiting for Calliope. That's so awesome. You guys are amazing. So I'm gonna just recap over this week's reading. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer anything that any questions that you have going on. Like I said, today, Halloween, it's all about connecting to our past loved ones and remembering all of the ancestors that went before us. And, you know, if you think about how much suffering that they had to go through for us to live and be here at this time, like we have technology, like the internet's less than 30 years old. So like our ancestors didn't even have that convenience. And, you know, we complain about having a hard life. So I just want you to take a moment to pause and be thankful for all that have gone before you to do the work that it took for us to get here as a society, but also to be completely aware and honest that we're not quite there yet, that we still have work to do, that we still have things to change and things to fight for and justice to be had, right? So recap, number 11, strength comes up. This is saying you have everything inside of you that you need in order to move forward, to live your best life, to release and forgive the pain of the past. This is saying to be kind to yourself and to have the self-confidence that, self-confidence is not called other people confidence. It's not called boyfriend confidence. It's called self-confidence because only you can cultivate that. Only you can choose to love yourself. Only you can choose to believe so fully that you are here for a reason because you're freaking breathing, you know? And the 8 of Ariel says, keep going after your dreams, keep putting in the hard work, keep practicing, keep devoting time to your craft. And if there's any skills or resources or classes or trainings or mentors or coaching or whatever it is that you need to take yourself to the next level in your craft, then it's time to look for that option and believe that it's possible. Guys, when I wanted to do hair, like when I wanted to go to beauty school, I knew that like that was my next step. I need to go to beauty school. And instead of using the excuse that I didn't have any money to pay for it, because I really did not. I worked at freaking Forever 21. I just knew that I'm meant to be a hairdresser. This is what I need. I went to the school, I applied, I put down a down payment with the money that I did have, which I didn't have anymore moving to the next month. So it was just like total 100% trust. So I want you guys to know that 10 years ago, all I had was confidence and trust that I was following what my soul wanted me to do. And 10 years later, I can tell you that I've been a 6-figure stylist for 10 years in a row. And I grew up in a trailer park. So if that gives you any hope, any inspiration to believe in yourself, trust me. If you haven't been believing in yourself, look at your life and see how it's working for you. And if it's working, keep going. I mean, do your thing. But if it's not, then maybe you should pause and think about how important it is to believe in yourself. Hey, Gwen. Acting and writing, I'm putting more of my efforts into both currently, working towards the 10,000 hour mark. I love that. I got approved for a work permit. Positive vibes are happening for me. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off of here. It's Halloween. Tonight, Chris and I are changing up the costumes. If you saw in my stories and all of that, last night, Chris was a damsel in distress riding a blow-up unicorn, and I was Glinda the Good Witch. And last week at my goddess gathering, I was a gypsy. So tonight, I don't know, should I tell you guys what I'm going to be, or should I wait for photos? I think I'll wait for photos. You guys will have to stay tuned and check out what we'll be matching. Okay, well, I'll give you that. Hey, Sarah B. So good to see you guys. All right. That's about it for Woo Woo Wednesday. If you're looking to connect with a past loved one or just have clarity and confidence and like tons of inspiration and motivation and empowerment on your journey, if you're stuck at a turning point in your life, if you're at a transition, that's who the universe has me work with. People leaving their narcissistic partners. And if you're stuck in a transition and you're ready to move to that next spiritual level, then I highly encourage you to reach out for a private one-on-one tarot so that I can help to guide you to your own confidence and your own clarity so that you know within your soul, this is exactly what I'm meant to do. And you have the confidence it takes to move forward, because that's the thing. We all know what to do, but we're lacking the confidence and courage to actually put it into action. So if that's you, I'd love to support you and inspire you. So reach out for a private one-on-one tarot reading or go to BrittanyCarmichael.com/tarot to book your private reading. Happy Halloween. I love each and every one of you. Chris and I will join you guys. I think we'll be joining you on Friday, but we're really trying to join you guys like at a sporadic time. But apparently, like I said, we like routine. So we're changing it up. We'll see how it happens this week. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I love supporting you. I love inspiring you guys and reminding you that you have it all. Like, all you have to do is shift your perspective and you will literally, like, you can change your life if you just change your perspective. So if you're telling a negative story that's limiting, shift the story. If you aren't believing in yourself and you're doubting the great work that you have to give, shift it into belief, and that will turn into confidence, which turns into action, which then builds a positive habit where it is your new reality. Happy Halloween, everyone. I will see you guys later this week for the Elevated Life series. Oh, and last thing, on Monday, November 5th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Chris and I will be teaching a free live training inside my private Facebook group, Shine Tribe Sisterhood, all about why empaths attract narcissists and what to do about it. So if you're someone who is very sensitive, very empathic, and you are stuck in another cycle and another relationship with someone who is belittling you and you've totally given your power over to, then you do not want to miss this free live training. All right, guys. With that being said, I'm out of here. It's time to go get ready for my Halloween evening. I can't wait to post photos so you guys can see what we will be dressing up as. I'll see you guys later this week. Bye.